All right, let's quickly learn how to use a new instrument. Um, this one is called Structure Free. It's the free sampler that comes with Pro Tools. And I just want to show you how to use sample packs. Basically one shots of kicks, snares, hi-hats, and just change out your drums. There's a lot of free sample packs available online. I'm going to provide you with one. And let's see how it goes. Okay, so I got the boom bap drum beat. I'm going to, on a new track, new stereo track, I've decided, because the wave files, the one shots that we have are stereo. We're going to load up the multi-channel instrument plugin called Structure Free. When you load it up, it comes with a sine wave already loaded. You can hear that. And to get rid of it, you come over to the word patch and cut patch or delete. And then you're left with this kind of empty space. What we're going to do, or what I'm going to do, is go directly to my desktop. And just to explain where these are coming from, Cymatics is a company website where I picked up this hip hop sample pack. Didn't decide not to give you the whole thing because it's a couple hundred megs. So the one shots are all individual samples. Okay, hopefully you heard that. Hi-hats, kicks, whatever. That's what I'm going to give you. So what I've gone ahead and done is a couple things. I have, where did I put these structures? In structure samples. All right, so I've just chosen 4 different drums: a kick, snare, closed hi-hat, and open hi-hat. And if I go over to Pro Tools and I kind of get this lined up in the right way, I'm just going to grab all 4 of these. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that yet. I'm actually going to grab an 808, just one individual, and drag it in here. All right, and by doing that, you can see that the whole keyboard is turned white, which means there are sounds across the whole keyboard. If I hit C3, this is kind of the kick drum at pitch, the way that it was recorded or created. I can go lower or play it much higher. Not that useful for an 808 sample, but you have had this experience with when we used Kontakt in the past. So when you put any sample in here, it's playing slower and lower, higher and faster. So that's what you could do with this individual sample. Now, if you took a set of samples, so forget this now, I've got 4, those kick, snare, hi-hats. I'm going to grab all 4 of them, holding down Shift, and drag them into this window. Now this is asking me, where do you want them to go from? Where do they start? Do you want to map them on the keyboard chromatically? Do you want them to start at C1 or C2, C3? I'm going to keep them at C1 because my drum beat is basically in C1, so I might as well leave it there. Do I want it to be each key, meaning chromatically white keys and black keys? Do I want just black keys, which is white keys, whatever? Or by root key, but we're just going to leave it chromatically starting in C1. I'm going to hit OK, and you see just 2 lights, but remember that these black keys are also used with these 4 samples. So we have my snare, the kick, that's the open hi-hat, and the closed hi-hat. And I could use that. I could make that work. If I took my drum beat, copied it down here, I just need to figure out, well, that's not my snare, that's my kick, so I should move my kick up to C sharp. My snare, which is not a closed hi-hat. You get the picture. Okay, so I could make this work. Not a big deal. However, I just want to get out there, and I'm going to just copy this again to keep it cleaner, that you can also, so I'm going to come in here and cut this patch. You can also number your samples. So what I did was I went ahead of time. What am I doing? That's a cheat sheet. Let's see. Load up structure, delete patch, single. Yep. I'm doing it, doing it, doing it. Okay. We're going to get all that stuff done. So I put numbers at the beginning of the file name. And now when I drag them in, same question, same answer. Let's go from C1. It loaded them in the order in which I wanted them to be, in the order which they were numbered. So the first sample goes first, the second sample are listed. So I have my kick in the right spot. That is not my hi-hat, it's my snare. But at least this way it works in the way that I tend to load up my drums anyways. Okay, not the perfect sounds either. Oh wait, they were both playing together. That sounds weird. Okay, so what else can you do with structure? Let's do my little cheat here real fast. Let's just say that instead of drums, we wanted to load up some other kinds of samples. I went ahead already and did a similar thing, and I took a couple of words from Bad Guy, Billie Eilish's track, and I numbered them. I may have numbered them wrong because I numbered them after the fact and not really listening to them. But let's see how this goes. So I have 4 different vocal samples.
Shirt. White.
Not how I wanted it to be, but that's okay. Let's listen to the drum beat. Let's put it on a loop and see what it would sound like to play around with some chops.
Shirt. White shirt.
All right, so you get the idea how you could play around with some chops. I actually kind of like that last one. It wasn't too bad. And if I took an individual one of these, I kind of like, I think it was the third one that I liked. So let's see what happens here. Make sure I'm looped. Yep.
White.
I don't need to be rocking white over and over again. Let me see. Aw, bummer. I messed that up now. Okay, that's the one I want. Ooh, that's actually kind of cool. Let's see. I won't waste your time. You get the idea. You could draw all those things in. You can play them. We're gonna load up a drum pack or some sounds, some one shots. Get a drum beat in. If you want to play around with samples, cut up some audio, drop them into structure, and have some fun.